you've got some ludicrous but workable prompt techniques.
Yeah, so I should say, as the academic, my eye sort of twitches a little bit when people say because I feel like it's not a scientific process, but it does work, right? You gotta talk to me the right way. So there's a few things I would suggest. So a really strange one is you can use a large language model to provide a prompt to a large language model, right? So I often will use one to predict for another.
And that's because prompt engineering is a skill, a bit like coding, where you need to know the best way to ask the question of the LLM.
And particularly for image generation, using a text language model to produce very good prompts for image generation is very powerful, because you usually have to specify a lot more things than you'd think to get a really good image, right? And a lot of nice keywords and things you wouldn't bother considering writing, it can just give you all those really, really easily. The other thing is be extremely explicit about what you're trying to do. The way that these models are trained is that when those numbers go into the network and the mathematics happens, all of the words are used, right? Some of them more than others, but all of the words are used. And so you'd be surprised the effect for even small changes in sentences and being absolutely clear. Maybe you're writing a prompt to summarize emails, right? You'd be a lot better off to say, please summarize these emails, but I want you to put the output in this exact format and then do a little bullet point list of what you want. If you just say summarize the email, you'll get much more varied response, right? I once asked, I was struggling to get a large language model to do what I said once, and I asked someone in a department who uses them quite a lot, and he said, it helps if you ask in all caps. Or, for the bit of the prompt that's really important, you literally write, this is really important, colon, and then the thing. I mean, unbelievable. And of course, we were talking about this other one. There's been research that's shown amazingly that if you tell the AI it's really good at something, right? If you tell it it's an expert, it will give you better advice, right? Which I find maddening. So if you say, what is this medical condition, but you're also an expert doctor, you will likely get a better response on average, which I think is
Do you know why?
No, I mean, I suspect it probably is because of the way the training data is, right? So maybe the training data has a lot of copy of doctors' notes or something in it, right? Where there's references of doctors against medical things. And it just lets the network activate those areas of the network that are important, right?
Right.
But I'm guessing.
Right.
Again, I find it kind of weird. and ultimately, the networks are now so vast, we can't possibly know, right? We just given up trying to find out what's going on inside, right? We're just hoping to a little bit of nuance we can kind of guess.
Craig suggests, isn't it, honing it so it doesn't search all of its data? So it's sort of I think that's what you said. It's almost telling it where to go within this mass of data. Oh, right, I need to just look at the doctor's notes rather than the gardener's notes about how to get rid of this limb.